views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Let me be your lighthouse so I can show you the way. Let me be your shining light, I'll keep you from drifting away. I'm the one who makes you try.
And so, welcome back. This is part 2 of my show, Patty's Page with Denny Snyder. Hello, my guest.
Hello.
Hello. Now, the last show we had done was with Terry Dorn, my co-host, but he had to leave, so we're doing a second show, just mono y monos, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking to him about him being a musician and all, and how long he was as a musician, and that nice nickname that they had given you many moons ago. What was that?
Southside Denny.
Southside Denny.
Yes.
So how long have you had that name?
Since 1980.
Wow.
Yeah.
Many moons.
That's longer than I had my real name.
Yeah. Anyways, you drive me a chicken there. That's okay. It's good to have a stage name. I have a stage name. I'm a clown named Bubbles. And also, I am. And also, I work as Mrs. Claus with an E, of course, for the Uncle Ducky Show. It's a children's show that we do out of this station, you know.
Okay.
So
Well, nice.
I love Mrs. Claus so much that I dress like her and act like her. So we have fun during the year. So before you made the band, the Snyders, how many CDs did you make?
I had 8 before that.
8?
Mm-hmm.
And were they all blues?
No. The first 4 were definitely blues. And then I made a disc of instrumentals, total acoustic guitar instrumentals with no other instruments or anything.
Oh, wow.
And it was kind of all over the place. There was a little bit of blues on it, but there were lots of, I called it eclectic because there were some jazz sounding things. There were a lot of finger style alternate tuning things that I don't know what you would call them exactly, but I think they put all of that stuff into the category of finger style.
It's called ad-libbing when you're acting. Anyways, how about DVDs of some of your singles? How many have you done that?
I've never done that.
Are you ever going to do that?
I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know if it would pay for itself.
Well, you can put it on YouTube and say, this is my song from this album. If you're interested and all that sort, they go to your album and get this, you know the drill. Serious. Now, what do you do in Montreal besides living there?
Good question. No.
Okay. That didn't help.
Well, I play, not a whole lot, but I do perform there. But my main things are I have a small guitar school.
Guitar school?
Yeah, it's called Salon de Musique.
Ah.
Yeah.
So how many students do you normally have?
I normally have, in the summer, it just totally shuts down because I travel around with the kids.
Touring.
That's when we have most of our shows.
Oui.
But I usually have between 20 and 30 students.
Would that be in a classroom?
No, they're all individual.
Individual, which
Yeah.
means what? How?
Just one-on-one.
Mono y mono.
Yeah.
Physical, in the same room.
Right.
Because I know that you do Skype.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah. How often do you do Skype?
Not very often, but that's usually somebody that wants to know something in particular that I do, like maybe some slide guitar or something about a tuning that they know I know about, or it hasn't ever been anybody regularly.
Well, would you do like a course on Skype?
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't ask how much because we can't mention price.
Oh.
But is it expensive or
Well,
mediocre?
medium, middle of the road. There's a lot of people charging an awful lot more than me on Skype, I'll say that.
So when you're teaching guitar lessons, how is it, do you teach the technique, how to finger the frets, the neck of the guitar and all that? So.
Yeah, it's a lot of different things, and it depends on the player. It's different for everybody.
Beginners to...
Beginners, I've had pro players, people in the middle. So it's all over. I don't really have a set, method that this is the way it goes, period. And I have a book that I wrote called Essential Guitar Tools.
You wrote a book?
Yeah. It's just a guitar instruction book. It's not a...
Because I have a guitar, but it's too big for me. I'm little. It's got a neck.
Well, I'll have to mail you one of my books.
Oh, could you?
I'd
I got
love
to learn
to.
how to play that dang thing. I've had it for years. And Bob says, "Are you going to learn that, preacher?" I said, "Eventually, but I just can't seem. My hands are too small for the neck,
Yeah, you just need a smaller guitar. You should probably get a 3/4 size guitar.
Mine is a big thing.
A dreadnought.
What's it from? Fender? Lion. Lion.
Lion.
Lion. Lyon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's good though. I mean, I tried playing on it. It's doing good, but I'm little.
Well, I don't like big guitars myself. My acoustic
That's
I have
more
here
my
today
speed.
is a smaller size.
Well, that's how big mine is. Of course, being...
I'm bigger than you are.
Oh.
Not much.
Oh, well, I'm
but
not
a little
gonna say
bit.
anything. Typical male response, but that's okay. So, do they come from far and wide, your students, or just in Montreal?
Most of them are local.
Local. Ooh.
Yeah.
No, like
Local.
You? Like you, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why they come.
All right, but I think they're good. I think they're grand that they're coming to you.
And I also do guitar repairs.
Repairs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when someone smashes it, you have to clean it up?
No, I'm not that good. But I can repair cracks and loose braces, and I make nuts and bridge saddles by hand, and I can redo the frets.
You can do that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not replace them, but I can do what we call a fret dressing. I'm pretty good at that.
I like to say something to that, but I don't think so.
Go ahead.
No. Okay.
They already said that the opinions of this show are not necessarily of the station.
Oh my God. You got a nut for a son, people. Anyways, he's all right. I think the Canadians are starting to get to me. How long have you been married?
Almost 20 years.
20?
19
We've been
years.
married 24, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Toronto. Mm-hmm. Were you born, was your wife born there
Yes.
in Montreal?
Yeah, she was born in Montreal.
Yeah, and you married there or in
Yeah,
South
we
Bay?
did marry there. We didn't marry in Montreal, but we did in Quebec.
Quebec? Where? Quebec City?
No, a town called Joliette.
Oh, I heard of that.
Yeah.
Do I like the Laurentian Mountains?
Oh, that's beautiful.
St. Laurent.
That's where I wanted to move when we went there, but it
Isn't
didn't
it?
work out.
We used to, when my dad was young, he and his brothers and my parents that had a Swiss chalet in in the Laurentian Mountains.
The Snyders, my band with my kids, we made our 2 albums at a studio up there.
2 albums, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
At a studio in the Laurentians. Yeah.
Oh. It's must be in a dog's
It's
age
nice
since
you're
I've been.
playing and you look at the snow falling down.
Isn't that lovely, especially during Christmas?
Yeah.
You know, the French have a different way of doing Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So they have the Epiphany on January the 6th. So it's 12th day of Christmas. That's where they got that from.
We don't do that,
Well, we
but
did.
some probably do, I imagine, in Quebec.
Yeah. The Roman Catholics in Quebec, I don't know whether they're still Roman Catholic there or not, but in my day, there's a lot of Roman Catholics around. So, what would you like to play for me now? Let's do a little bit of, have a small gig concert.
Thinking of playing some slide guitar.
Slide? You have to craft it? Okay, off you go.
Okay.
What are you going to play first?
A song that's actually it's a tribute song that I wrote called Slidin' to all the Chicago slide guitar players I grew up learning from.
Are they still around? No?
Most of them are dead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's a good tribute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, catch you later.
Okay.
See ya. In the meantime, I'll be the interlude. Anyways, he's going to be coming up and singing his lovely songs and all that, and here we go. Any old time now. So, what's it called again? Sliding.
When I was a young man, one night after dark, I seen Muddy Waters sitting down with his guitar. He was sliding like no one else. He was sliding so good, I had to go get one for myself. Then there's J.B. Huddle, Luther Allison, and Johnny Winter too. I seen them all sliding while they was playing the blues. They were sliding like no one else. They were sliding so good, they taught me how all by myself. Just like this now. J.J. Cale and Eric Clapton too. Tampa Red and Elmore James, they all knew what to do. They were sliding like no one else. They were sliding so good, they taught me how all by myself. Most of them are gone. My heroes are all dead, but their music lives on. Me, I'm sliding I'm sliding like everyone else. I got to slide real good and pass it on to someone else. Me, I'm sliding, sliding, sliding. Me, I'm sliding. I got to slide real good and pass it on to someone else.
So what's the next one? What's the next one?
The next one is an instrumental that actually they play quite a bit on CBC.
CBC, eh? Radio or radio? Ah, Messy.
So this is my biggest hit ever.
Is it?
Yeah, which isn't very big, but
Oh, don't be like that.
it's called Steppin' Up.
How long did you take to learn that one? I mean, you wrote that?
Yeah.
And you can read music?
I can, but I didn't learn it that way. I very rarely read music.
A lot of musicians that I had interviewed, they don't know how to read notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yet they, by magic.
Well, at a certain point, you get to where you can just pretty
Maybe-
much hear things and
Yeah.
know what it is, so you don't really need to read it. And when I was growing up, way back then, most of the music I wanted to know wasn't published, in notation. So if
So
you
you
want,
played it by ear, eh?
yeah, you had to just figure it out. And a lot of times you had to go see the artist that did the song.
Trial and error.
Yeah, and watch them play and go, oh, that's what he's doing,
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So, what's your next song? Or do you want to talk? Do you want to play another one?
I'm going to have to tune either way.
Okay. Tune it up.
What would you like to do?
Do you have a good... that was great on CBC radio. We don't get that down here. So I wish
No.
we did. So,
I guess you could say it's kind of like NPR.
do you also... Okay, hold on. What did you say?
Oh, okay. I need to get closer.
Okay. Anyways, did you star in a TV show up in Montreal, or was it Chicago?
I starred in a TV show?
No, were you in was it a radio show or a TV show that you had, let me see, Buddy something? I forget. Okay, we'll forget that. We'll just.
I think you're
keep-
talking about Buddy Guy's Legends,
Buddy
maybe?
Guy's Legends.
Yeah, that's a club in Chicago that is still owned by Buddy Guy. And in the 90s, I played there a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of like a semi-house gig. Yeah.
So how long were you there? 10 years? 5?
In Chicago, it was like 4 years, I think.
4 years.
Yeah.
So what are you going to play now?
This is a song called The Worldwide Boogie.
I love boogie.
Yeah, I like using a lot of different tunings because part of my thing about playing is whenever I play, I either play totally by myself like this, or when I play electric, it's only with bass and drums. So there's not a lot, a lot of sounds going on. So that's why I learned how to play slide and a lot of different tuning things, because it keeps things changing and the sounds changing and hopefully more interesting for an audience. So anyway,
We got 5 minutes.
the Worldwide Boogie.
Okay. Get her done.
Most times see right around the Midwest. Don't matter where, I never get any rest when I boogie. When I do the worldwide boogie, do the worldwide boogie all night long. If you feel good and you like what we do, we'll boogie all across your country too, cause I boogie. Yes, we do the worldwide boogie. Worldwide boogie all night long. It's good for both young and the old. It's good for your heart and it's good for your soul if you boogie. If you do the worldwide boogie, do the worldwide boogie all night long. It don't matter a bit if you're rich or poor, like we do, and then we'll play some more, cause you boogie. Yes, we do the worldwide boogie, do the worldwide boogie all night long. Trilingual, bilingual America too. Really don't matter what tongue you choose if you boogie. If you do the worldwide boogie, do the worldwide boogie all night long.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, as what's his name would say, Liberace. No? What's his name? Lawrence Welk. Well, thank you, Denny Snyder, for coming onto my show.
Thank you for having me.
Nice to be had. Okay. Well, thank you for coming. We enjoyed you for 2 shows, no less. It is almost time to say goodbye, so we must have you on again. So let us know when you're coming back.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is Patty Hunter, Patty's Page, and I'll see you next week.
Godspeed, my love, until we meet again. You're always in my heart and every dream. Don't let this time apart give in to all our fears. God will keep us close from up above. So until